So leading up to the release of FragPunk, there has been a lot of official videos that have been released by themselves across all social platforms with loads of 1 minute short videos. In this video, we're going to go over every single one of them small videos and find out what we can find out that we maybe don't know already about FragPunk. So let's jump in. So as you can see by taking a look across the whole top of the screen, I've got all the links ready. Let's jump into them. Sonar official gameplay reveal.
Sonar here, Ayo! Welcome to the stream team!
So to let you know, Sonar is probably going to be one of the characters that I use most. The dead silence on the character seems absolutely broken. You can literally just full charge, full send enemies. They'll have no clue where you're coming from because a lot of people in this game do sound whore, and that makes it so you can completely cheese it. Let's jump into the next one. Spider gameplay. Let's go. Let's see what Spider's got to offer.
My portals are in. What have you done for me lately?
Not gonna lie, Spider was my least favorite character. I used him the least, and I thought he was no good. But after watching this trailer, I think I need to give him another go because if he's used correctly, he can make game-breaking plays. That is fire. The gunplay reveal trailer. Let's take a look at the guns now in FragPunk, or at least what they're going to show off. The art design of the guns is pretty cool. They do look like modern day guns or weapons, and they've just been enhanced and made them look a little bit more punky, which is perfectly fitting for the game. It's awesome. The Meat Maker. It's just disgusting, the name of that. It's cool. This shotgun's strong. Really strong. Especially with someone with the mobility of like him. Dominate's probably on console because lots of people don't have high sensitivity. The discipline, high rate of fire, assault rifle, and very stable. I do really like this AR. To be fair, I don't think there was any singular gun that I did not really like in this game. I thought they were all pretty darn awesome. And I even like these, the flashbangs, the smokes, and the grenades. I thought these pistols were fire. They're really good. Great at taking advantage of situations. I didn't realize there was a fire one. I don't think that was in the beta. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sick. What's going to be your favorite gun? Now it's going to play a card. Return to sender. So let's see what this card is like in action. I'm not too sure how good this card is. I do like the concept. How if they just planted. If you hit them, they go back to their spawn. And they're like, oh, damn, I'm really far. So if it's a 1v1 scenario, really cool. It might be just cool for overall. You maybe have to wait for a bomb to be planted. What do you think? Let's take a look at some Pathogen. Was my favorite character. Used her the most at the start for the healing and the abilities. But I actually went off of her and went to other people that can make more plays. To be completely honest, I'm not sure who's playing, but whoever is playing this game right now, I don't want to go against them because their shot seems insane and their game knowledge also seems pretty darn awesome. Up to this point, what has been your favorite character, or what is going to be the character you're going to main and why? Ricochet in action. This was 5 days ago. Wow. It seemed so long and now it's here. Unfortunately, console has to wait a little bit longer. That is strong. Shroud uses back in the beta with a sniper and hit everyone round corners. Some Nitro gameplay. Let's take a look.
My landlord wouldn't let me have cats. So I made a pet tank!
I do really like this little bot because you can go ahead and destroy a couple of traps, really annoy the enemies, and potentially kill them. These walls, look at the angles you can create with these walls. I believe this will be the most used character for comp, just because the capabilities that you do have with being able to see a little bit more than your average person and get an alert, because if your bot starts hitting people, you get points of scores, meaning you know that someone's on that objective. You can basically throw a little turret on bomb spot A, let's say, run over to B, and then if you start getting points, you know that something's going off on the other bomb point. The FragPunk sticker feature reveal. You can see that you can put stickers all over your gun, anywhere that you want, from front to back. Go absolutely crazy, make your own camo out of stickers. Not only that, weapon charms you can put all across your gun in different locations, not just one set location, as well as kill counters and much, much more. Stickers, if you combine them, greens, X amount of them, it turns into a blue. Blues turn into a purple, and a purple turns into a legendary animated sticker. So if you've got extra spare stickers, make sure you go ahead and do them and combine them to get it. But this is quite funny. I never would have thought you could throw stickers at your opponents, make them look like a clown before you kill him. The weapon morph in action. So what you can see here, if you throw down a weapon on the ground, if you've got that card activated, it will turn it into a turret. Now, the epic thing about this is make sure that when your enemies drop their weapons, if you kill them, pick up their guns and re-drop it, and then it will turn it into a turret, and you will have a massive advantage on the playing field. Let's take a look at some Chum in action now.
Chum and Chopper, a package deal.
I do really like this Lancer. However, I'm not too sure how much I'm going to use him. His little fish does do some serious damage and has some really cool traits, but you've got to rely on that fish to do its work. It's not gonna be as easy as everyone thinks. Smoke trails, yeah, it's a cool thing, but we do have that with one of our Lancers. I do like how you can follow it in. I'm just not too sure if it's really kicking it for me when I could be using others. What do you think about Chum? For me, it's gonna get a solid 5 out of 10. That's a really cool way to use a smoke, though. Being able to shoot under it if you throw it above doors. They've given hidden secrets there. Call of Duty players, this one is for you. This is Axon. Not my favorite of Lancers in the game, but Axon has got a nice little shotgun. But we can see here they're using a card, which is trigger on reload. Pretty darn awesome. So let's see a bit more about him.
You sensed my genius, didn't you?
The guitar is fire, and I do love how it becomes a shotgun. The movement was a lot faster that we're seeing in this clip. However, he has been nerfed slightly. Everyone's movement's been nerfed slightly. It makes sense if they're going down the esport route. However, I did really like the faster movement. But beggars can't be choosers, and there's obviously a reason for it. These are not stupid developers. They have made some serious game here. So let's just hang tight and see what it has to offer. On countdown day 2, they're on about the fragile converter, which is, in theory, what you know, the bomb. The bomb, however, it's got a fragile converter. It can be shot at and destroyed. Cards can make a massive difference. Kismet official gameplay. Really, really good character. I like it when you put down your tornado and you turn into your orb and follow through the tornado so they can't see where you are. It's a great way of taking advantage in this game and getting behind the enemy and being able to cause some havoc on the playing field. Definitely one of the greatest Lancers yet again. Sonar being my favorite. Then we got Kismet. I'm not too sure. I would say third, but I'm going to be bringing guides real soon on who I think's the best and why. I'll be doing top tips and tricks. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And I'm going to be live on Twitch as well. So make sure you go over to the Twitch. Class, Larson just subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe while I make a video, I'll make sure I give you a shout out. Thank you, Class. Thanks to all of you. Now, I do wish I could remove these from the screen. Unfortunately, I cannot. Hollow Point official gameplay. So let's have a little look at Lancer Hollow Point. See what else we can get about her. The sniper is basically giving you a cheat code. You've always got a sniper, and not just any sniper, one of the most powerful snipers. You can one-shot people to the body as long as it's high enough. As you can see there, taking out Lancers pretty darn easy. Now, there will obviously be a mix-up. Cards can make a bit of a difference. You've got crouching to get more health. So it's not always going to be a one-shot. So don't think, damn, I didn't one-shot. There's an issue. There's not. It just means someone's played some cards to counter you. It's going to be quite typical. Cards are to counter players in this game. And I love it how we can see here, you can lock doors, give yourself a sensor, knowing someone's behind it. That is that Lancer. Now let's move over to the next one. So this was the 1 day countdown, and this was dimensional travel in action. Let's see what it does. Boom. Whoa, what the hell? There's people in front of him. Well, dimensional travel card is epic. Everyone in the lobby gets it, and you can travel to a different dimension. Basically, it makes the map you're playing on 2 different maps. What dimension will you be in, and how are you going to make changes to that game mode? You're going to have to scatter your team around and check out multiple dimensions to make sure people don't slip in behind you. This released just a couple of hours ago, and this is 60 seconds to learn Shard Class.
Diffuse mode. In this mode, 2 teams take turns playing as attackers or defenders. The first team to win 4 rounds wins the match. What about these shard cards, you ask? Before each round, both teams draw 3 random cards. You spend card points to activate cards with fixed effects. But endpoint cards get stronger the more points you spend on them. Here's where you can see the cards your team has activated. Pay attention to what your enemies pick, too. Your cards can help you and your teammates, or hurt all your enemies until the round is done. If you're tied 3-3 after the 6th round, you have to fight duels.
The best game mode ever.
Fight 1v1 duels in a special arena. When a player wins a duel, they go on to fight the next enemy in whatever condition they ended in. The last player standing after all the duels wins the match for their team.
That map that we just saw there was the map where I got a 5v1 victory. I flipping love that duel mode. It is the best thing that has ever been included into any video game. Now we're going to take a look at Power is Fragile, Take It, FragPunk lore reveal trailer. Let's learn a little bit more about the lore of FragPunk. And then we're going to end it off with an epic video as the next one.
Rules. Everything has rules. But what if you could change the rules? Glue Knight. Everything starts with it. It showed up in the world, then smashed it into shards. Now it powers the city and its people, and me. It gives Lancers special abilities, but now they can't live without it. So they go out to find it and fight over it every day. But it also lets us change the rules. Glue Knight can change the rules of reality itself. And cards made of Glue Knight put that power right in your hands.
Yeah, now we know what the game's about.
Being a mercenary. But for Lancers, it's incredible. So get out there and grab some cards, okay? As for tomorrow, who knows?
The game is releasing in just a couple of hours. Let's end it with the cinematic trailer if you haven't seen it. Well, I'm going to dip off the screens right now, show this goddamn beautiful trailer. It puts League of Legends to shame. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did and you want more like this, make sure you leave a comment, leave a like, and hopefully I can continue bringing videos like this for a long period of time. See you in the FragPunk universe. Peace!
Ooh, a prezi. For me.
This is the only thing my dad left me. I have to know what it is. No one better try and stop me.
Kismet! You're late! Chum's about to cut the cake. You there?
Hey, everyone! Happy birthday?
Wow, new friends!
Everything has changed now. You can hardly make out what was here before. Not long ago. What happened to the daylight? Nothing seems to feel right.
Mind if I clash?
I try to understand the lessons to be learned. We dance at every turn. I'm hoping that the heart you gave me will be enough to get me there. They told me what was right.
Ever since the smash up, Kepler's gone nuts.
Oh, the waves of chaos in the fight to stay alive.
But I've got it handled.
You're lucky you even made it back!
Freaks? I'll show you, freaky!
Oh, let me guess. Homesick.
It's over. Time to play by my rules.
You go ahead, Kismet. I've got a score to settle with Kepler.
Oh, lucky me!
Why does Kepler want this so bad anyway? Can it change the rules of the shard?
Dad. Hands off! Pull.
Wow! This is a masterpiece! Wait!
This will decide everything. And nothing.